Good morning from the Old Pagetta Conservancy. This is a day in the life of a drone engineer in the field. My day starts at around 6 am where I do my morning workout, because being in the field is not an excuse to stop training. After a quick shower, it's time for an English-style breakfast and lots of chatting with my friends and colleagues. Now that our stomachs are full, we are ready to kickstart our day with a morning briefing, where people are allocated to different teams and the objectives of every team are defined.
Okay, so we've got three groups in the afternoon. We've got a wild map, which we've got the EV and the Mavic 3T.
This morning I'm on the team who is testing the solar glider. It's a glider developed by the University of Bristol, which I had the chance to work on and install solar panels during my research stay there. Once it has been assembled and we check that our VHF radio is set up to listen to nearby air traffic, it's time to go through the safety checklist and procedures.
Control, this is WildDrone 1, we're flying just behind the stables, over.
We then launched the glider in the air and man, it was so exciting to see it soar in the sky. And what was even more exciting was to see that it was able to generate enough power to stay airborne indefinitely. After 2 hours of looking at it fly in circles, we decided to land it, because we had enough data to prove it could stay airborne as long as there was enough sun and not a lot of wind. So we had to land it. Back to the camp, it's time for lunch. Today we're having chicken, potatoes and the usual boiled cabbage. After lunch, it's time to do some office work. Honestly, the best decision I did was to bring the whole office setup. It proved to be so invaluable in the field. I was working on improving a website I built that allows us to centrally manage our operations and to generate custom operation procedures that ensure that our operations stay safe no matter the type of the operation. After countless errors and bugs, it was time to hit the road again to do some more fieldwork. And we came across some really cool cows with massive horns. This afternoon I'm joining Edouard and Kilian to test a fully autonomous drone swarming software that allows us to collect multi-perspective view of the animals. This software was developed by Edouard using WildBridge, a software stack developed by Kilian which enables engineers to control off-the-shelf DJI drones. Honestly, looking at those drones take off on their own and go carry the mission fully autonomously felt very magical. It's like getting a glimpse of the future just in front of you. Even though the software runs fully autonomously, we have to have safety pilots on the ground to ensure safety and manual takeover in case something goes wrong. Once done, we headed back home and saw some pretty zebras on the way. But of course, no mission would be complete without getting stuck in the mud. But with that out of the way, we managed to get back to the camp. Here, of course, I forgot to film us having dinner because we were starving, but I guess you get the idea. After that, we went out for our last operation of the day. Tonight we are carrying our most exciting operation of the whole trip, at least in my opinion, because we are aiming to push the limits of our safe operations up to 5 kilometers away from the pilot.
Incredible evening. It's quite a big event to fly gun visual line of sight at night. It doesn't happen very often around the world. And we are really well organised. We have great procedures, and I really look forward to you all online, hopefully seeing some exciting animals, but at least enjoying this moment. So thank you very much. Santa Sana.
The team and I worked hard for the last 6 months to get the right permits in place and to develop operational procedures to make this happen safely and in full compliance with local regulations. That night we had the Danish National Television and the Kenyan Air Force with us. The video feed of the drone was being broadcasted in real time over Starlink, which made it even more exciting.
Just look at this. Are these hippos?
I think they are hippos. Maybe. I don't know. I want them to be hippos,
Yes.
so maybe that's what I see.
It must be hippos.
Finally, with the drone landed safely, we returned to camp to finish our day with a debrief around the cozy campfire.
Thomas, you had 2 incidents today. Yeah. You handled it really well. Good job.
You did very good, Thomas.
Thank you.